Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, May 5th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I find my center and honor my values from there. Whew, weekend was a little crazy, huh? I had a lot of clients, friends, even just acquaintances texting me about interesting things happening, all different levels, and it all feels like it was definitely connected to Venus and Neptune in their conjunction. Now, what's nice is that they're moving apart, but they're still pretty close. So if you have some weird stuff unfolding, might be kind of connected to that, but let's hope it dissipates, because wow, all the layers, all the levels. Today's energy is interesting. We wake up today with the Leo moon. I found myself grumbling today. Like, I usually like the Leo moon. We have the Leo moon squaring Uranus. So we're waking up in that energy, which is not the best energy to wake up into. We have the Leo moon, which connects to our heart. It connects to our inner child. It connects to our joy. And Uranus energy is like, I see your joy and I'm going to poke it. So you might wake up feeling the joy, or you might wake up feeling the wrong side of the bed. But either way, there's a good chance that Uranus is going to be like, do you feel that? You feel that poke right there? It just feels a little aggro. However, we do have some cheerleader energy coming in after that. So what I speak of there is we have Mercury in Aries connecting to Jupiter and Gemini. And Jupiter and Gemini is like, come on, we've got this. We can hype. We can find some good. We can find the connection. What's interesting is this connection is happening at 22 degrees, which is a master degree. And so this is one of those opportunities where you get to shift your mind, reprogram your mind, refocus your thoughts, whatever it is for you, to like find the good and align your day in a better way. And so what is your mental alignment that's going to help shift you back to the joy, back to the fun for the little bit of time that we have remaining for the moon in Leo? Now I want to say that energy is really interesting. The Mercury-Jupiter connection, it's not a conjunction, it's a sextile. The connection there is interesting because Mercury in Aries may get a wild hair, and Jupiter and Gemini is like, sure, I'll go along for the ride, let's do it. So I do have the slowing down card today. Taurus might be the voice of reason, like, wait, check in with yourself, find your center, check in with your values, make sure that everything lines up before you jump off a high cliff or something like that. You know, whatever this Mercury idea is. Now, Mercury is also building to a connection with Chiron. That's actually going to happen tomorrow, late Tuesday. We're going to have those two meeting up. But you may feel some of that coming up. So there could be some energy around wounding, around who you are, just coming up to the surface for you to move through. And again, this could be connected to some of that Venus-Neptune stuff that's still commingling in the energies. We also have the moon going void and then shifting into Virgo. So Earth energy, sun in Taurus, Earth, moon in Virgo, Earth. Earth energy can sometimes be heavy. It can sometimes get a little dense. It's a lot more practical, and that practicality could help in some ways. With the moon in Virgo, you want to watch for where your inner critic bubbles up and likes to criticize something. But the moon in Virgo can also be very caring, can be very healing, and can also be really great at honing in on healing and or wellness solution, which I think goes very well with that Mercury-Chiron conjunction that is building. So, you know, notice when you go to the critical side, and notice when you refocus on healing, when you refocus on wellness, what solution is brought to you. So let's look at these cards. Oh, speaking of healing, I actually do have the healing card. I noted the slowing down card, like take it easy, get centered, but the healing card is here with us as well. Now I do have that suppression card, so this feels a bit like that Moon Uranus square that we're waking up into. The nice thing about lunar transits is the moon moves fast. It changes degrees, you know, every 2-ish hours. And so we don't have too long at an exact point. The hard thing is in astro, we have what's known as like an orb. And so like it's not necessarily exact when things happen. The other thing that I think happens is, you know, once you get set in a pattern, if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, a lot of times we stay there. So seeing where you can heal, shift, see the sunny side of the street. This is the innocence card. This is the sun card. So looking for the light, looking for the good. It's not to say that you should ignore the triggers, because the triggers also show you where there's healing to do, where you have wounding, even if it's just working on shifting your mind away from like the that always happens to me kind of patterns, right, that we can get stuck into. What I like is that we do have this blooming card. So there's a really great chance, well, it's flowering. I call it blooming. Why wouldn't I? I'm Gaia blooming, right? So flowering card. So there's beautiful potentiality to this day. I think especially if we slow down, stay focused, look for the good, look for that light, work on our healing, including whatever is rising from the suppression. Now, I laughed when I pulled this card. Hello, Moon in Virgo. It doesn't have to be perfect. So remembering that may be a little helpful. And I love that you already are with that. It doesn't have to be perfect because you already are. There's perfection in the imperfection. There's perfection in the divine unfolding. So again, coming back to our center and moving in alignment, in accordance with our values from there will be so helpful in this energy. The final card is intuition. I heard that Jewel song when I put it up. Follow your heart, your intuition. It'll lead you in the right direction. And it says, each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. So that sounds really good as we move ahead in this week. Now, I just want to say about this week, I usually talk about the week ahead. We don't have too much going on this week. This is definitely a quieter week. That Chiron Mercury moment will have something. We also have Venus and Pluto meeting up. That could be some of the interestingness as well. Venus and Pluto, Neptune, Pluto. The only big thing I think this week shift-wise, as I look at this right now, is Mercury moving into Taurus. So we'll have Mercury finishing up in Aries this week, which is nice. It's been dancing with Aries for a while since we had the retrograde. So this feels good that we have that shift. But hopefully it is in general a calmer week for ourselves and for, you know, the world at large. So you can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And may your guiding light be strong, and know that you can trust your process. Namaste.